Hello, welcome or welcome back. My name's Jordan and this is Double Booked. In today's video, we are going to pick 4 books. My boyfriend and I are going to the Dominican Republic. We're going to Punta Cana and we're going for about 3.5 days. To pick these 4 books, I think I will do 2 reading roulette cards and I'll use my dice, but instead of where I get them, I'm just gonna do the genre. We're trying to dwindle down this ginormous TBR behind me. To start us off, we're gonna do a roll of the die. Fantasy sci-fi. I have the Red Rising series I could continue, but it's been a while since I've read those. I'm on Morningstar and I think I want to reread the first 2 books before I jump into that one. I have the Filthy Rich Fae trilogy that I could go back into. I read the first one in my last vacation vlog when we went to Florida. I'm not really vibing with that. We want to pick something off my physical TBR, or if I have an audiobook. I know I have Spark of the Everflame as an audiobook, and House of Sky and Breath is on my summer TBR, so I feel like that is one that I definitely should think about reading. I pulled 3 books off my shelf. The Giver is also on my summer TBR. This is Sarah's pick for me to read, and it is really thin, really small. It's technically dystopian, I think she said, but I feel like that kind of fits in the realm of fantasy sci-fi. This one would be really good. I could probably finish this on the plane and start a new book. So this is contender number 1. The second choice we kind of already talked about is House of Sky and Breath. I feel like if I bring this on vacation, I will either end up only reading this or not even touching it because it's 801 pages. As much as I want to read this, I don't think I'm going to bring this on vacation. And then the last book that I pulled from my shelf is Red City by Marie Lu. This book just came out in like the past couple months. I read Legend in middle school and I was obsessed with it. I think I read it after I read the Divergent series. Funny enough, I actually wrote a fanfic off of that and I have absolutely no idea where it is or what was in it, but all I remember is I would come home from school and just be sitting on like our family computer and typing away. I set up this whole website on Google and I was typing away writing fanfic for Legend. Why? I don't know, but I did that, so it's probably out there somewhere. I saw this as I think it was a book of the month pick a couple months ago. I got it from the library instead. I am not even really sure what this one is about. So I just read a little bit of it, and from what I'm gathering, it has some alchemy elements as well as an angel city, gleaming skyscrapers. Alchemy is controlled by 2 rival syndicates. For years, Grand Central and Lumens have been balanced on a razor's edge between polite negotiation and outright violence. But when 2 childhood friends step into that delicate equation, the city and the paths of their lives will be irrevocably changed. Ari is one of the syndicate's brightest rising stars. Once they might have loved each other, but as the 2 alchemists face off across opposite sides of the ever-escalating conflict, ambition will become power, loyalty will become lies, and no transformation may be perfect enough for them both to survive the coming war. That sounds really good. I think this is going to be a series. It is 418 pages. So we have 418 pages, and I think this one is like 170. Both dystopian. What to do. I think if I want to read more books on this vlog, I'm going to pick The Giver. And then maybe when I come back, I'll pick up Red City. Our first book is going to be The Giver. Now let's do some cards. I'm just gonna go like this. Read a book with an animal in the title. So that was incredibly hard, and I thought I only had one book with an animal in the title, but I found two. We have between Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver or To Cage a Wild Bird by Brooke Fast. I think this one is dystopian as well. In the city of Davidium, the law is simple. Commit a crime and your punishment is a life sentence in Endlock. Raven Thorn is Davidium's most notorious bounty hunter, living on the edge of society, but when her younger brother Jed is sentenced to Endlock, Raven will do anything to save him, even if it means getting herself arrested. Now trapped in a prison where danger lurks around every corner, Raven must use all her cunning and strength to protect Jed and herself to complete her perilous mission. But there's one obstacle she never expected: the prison guard who stirs something deep inside of her, the man she should hate, the man whose true motives seem impossible to pin down. In a world where trust is a weapon and love is a liability, Raven must decide if she will risk everything to tear down a vicious system. Sorry, my dog's still under the bed. Jax, you okay? I think this has a little bit of romance in it, and I think it sounds really good. And I think a lot of people know this is a very popular book talk book about two serial killers who fall in love. I think it has a page and a half of trigger warnings. Almost a page and a half. It has a page and a quarter. And it has accidental cannibalism. These are two very, very different books, and none of these books so far are hitting the vacation vibe. I think we'll do this one just because I think it could be a fun time, and this one sounds really good, and I think I just want to have more time to read it than a 3.5 day vacation. Our second book is Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. We're gonna roll the dice again for our third pick. Come on, this is supposed to be vacation. I want some fun, beachy reads, not whatever this is. Biography. We're not having a great time. Actually, I do have two Jeanette McCurdy books in my Libby. I have I'm Glad My Mom Died. I have an audiobook for that. And then I have Half His Age. I have a Kindle version of that to read. So we will read, I feel like I have to read I'm Glad My Mom Died before I read Half His Age, just because that's like publication order and I don't want to like accidentally miss some lore by not reading the one that came out first. So we're gonna read I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. Our fourth and final book that I am gonna pick to bring with me on vacation. We're gonna use the cards again. Promise I'm not looking, I'm looking at you. Read a book set in Paris. I don't think I have any books set in Paris. So I think we're gonna redo that one. Choose an ebook to read. So right now I'm reading So Very Lucky. I think it was a Prime Reads pick for a couple months ago, maybe. I think it's a mystery. It's about this famous pop star who has a serious accident at one of her concerts. She's on like a platform and a crane is bringing her across the crowd. And as it's moving, it moves a little too fast and one of the cables breaks and she basically falls to her death. We have another FMC who is her ex. She used to date this pop singer. From what I'm gathering, she gets very obsessive over her. I think I'm only 50 pages in. The pop star fell. She went to the hospital. No one knows what happened. It's been radio silence on social media and everyone's like waiting for her to make a statement. She's supposed to go to all these different appearances and all these events and her name's just been taken off and there's been no public statement. And then there's this account that has a bunch of conspiracy theories about what actually happened. Don't think that she's actually okay. I think she actually died when she fell. So we really don't know what's happening, and I was kind of sucked into it, and I cannot wait to read it later tonight. It is gonna be so good. I'm gonna fly through this thing. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it by Wednesday, but if not, I will finish it on vacation. So other ebooks I have on my radar, got Into the Blue off of Libby. That just became available today, so I added that to my loan shelf. I have like a million Kindle books in my library because I did so many Stuff Your Kindle days, and it's just a bunch of indie authors, and you go through and you can just add to your library. Hi. Do you want to come sit by Mom? Oh, you want to sit in my lap? Okay. It's really hard to know what the book is about when it's in your Kindle because you can't see the synopsis or the premise very easily. Like, you have to click into it and then go to the Kindle store and then read it and then decide if you actually want to read it or not. And that's just a lot of work to go do that for multiple books. It's much easier if you intentionally added it to your library and you know exactly what it's about, or you already have it on your radar and it's just there. A lot of these indie books are not like that because, yes, I read it when I added it to my Kindle, but that was so long ago. I don't remember that. I think we'll do Into the Blue because I have had that on my loan shelf before, and I think my loan expired before I had a chance to read it. So I think now's the time. So I think we have our 4 books that we're gonna bring on vacation. Our first book is The Giver. Our second book is Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. Our third book is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. And our fourth book is Into the Blue. Not a single one of these are fun, cutesy, romance, beachy reads. But you know what's actually really sad is I think it's gonna rain most of the time that we're down there. I'm gonna be so sad if I can't lay by the pool one day and just soak up the sun, tan, read. It's for my boyfriend's birthday that we're going. So I understand it's not about me, it's not about me. Given that it might not be sunny every single day, some of these books might be a vibe. So thank you for coming with me to pick the books that I'm gonna read on vacation. Keep an eye out for that vlog. It will be coming soon. I plan on filming way better than I did the last vacation vlog I did. And hopefully it works out. Hopefully it's a great vlog. Like this video if you also want to read any of these books. Comment down below what your favorite book that you've read so far this summer is, and subscribe to see what I read on vacation. Bye.